high on him coming into it and had a very strong outing for his debut.
Danny Davis was awesome. Danny Davis was exactly, what the doctor had ordered, so to speak. I mean, he was tremendous, and he was in that starting rotation today, for a variety of reasons, but he was in there because he's really dominated the strike zone all preseason. I mean, just pounding the zone, lots of strikes with all of his pitches, and I know it's common sense pitching because that's always going to allow you to be successful, but especially on Sundays when you got a guy that's out there that's a strike thrower, you've got a chance. And I thought Danny did a fantastic job today. You look at it, we scored those 6 runs, and we just kept coming, and he just kept coming and coming and coming and throwing strikes. So we kind of kept the momentum for that throughout the game, and Danny was the one that did it. So he did a terrific job.
Bottom of the lineup really carried the offense. So you talk about their performance so far.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was it was a good balance. I mean, the first day or two, the top third of the lineup was really the guys that were driving the runs in, and today it was kind of scattered throughout. Listen, it's early in the year. You're going to have some inconsistency. You're looking obviously to have as much consistency throughout the lineup as you can have. But I thought some guys had some pretty good at bats. Look, offensively, to be honest with you, I really wasn't pleased with our approach as the day went on. You put 6 runs up, and then you got zeros for the next 7 innings or 6 innings until the 8th there. I mean, that's not good enough. And listen, at the end of the day, I told the guys, listen, I'm proud that we responded on Championship Sunday. It doesn't matter who you're playing. And most of the time, you hear me say it all the time, you're split, and we won, and we bottom lined it. For me, there's 2 things. Number 1 is we just got to keep getting better. We have to keep getting better. It's about the process, because as we keep playing, the mistakes you make are going to get magnified, contingent upon who you're playing. So we got to just keep playing the game. And the second thing I told them, I said, fellas, look, we've got some different pieces to the puzzle out there. I've told everybody, I said, we had a great preseason, but there's still battles out there. There's still some guys competing for jobs. We're trying to find, who goes where in our pitching staff and who goes where in the lineup. So they've got to continue to produce, but that can't come at the expense of losing games. And we got to put ourselves in position to win games. So that as we move forward, we just got to focus on keep getting better.
After you score those 6 runs in the first, do you say anything to your players to make sure they stay on their toes and stay aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, I say a lot of things to them. I mean, I wasn't, obviously, the biggest thing was Danny, because we put up 6 runs, and then he just goes out there and just throws strikes, and that keeps the momentum. And college baseball is such a game of momentum, and that's why Danny Davis did such a great job in that, just throwing strikes, and we put up 6, and he just kept it rolling out there. So we do, I mean, there's a point that I thought we had a little bit of, I call a lull in the action, where we just kind of didn't have some very good at-bats, and I let them know that. So you got to be able to keep coming and coming and coming.
Was it good to get Brian Atkins back in the mix a little bit? I understand he was unavailable for most of the preseason, battling with an injury.
It was great to get Brian back out there. He was battling an injury, BA, but he's 100% cleared. He's ready to go. And that was, to be honest with you, I wasn't expecting to get 7, out of Danny. I think for all the pitchers, we're hoping to get 6 in about 90, but he was only at, I think it was 60-something pitches going into that last one, so I let him get out there, and it worked out perfect, because going into today, I said no matter what, BA needs to pitch and Spencer Davis needs to pitch. They need to get an inning before Florida, and they both did it, so it worked out pretty well.
Can you talk about Danny Davis's first inning? Was that a case of nerves when he was a little wild? And
I think so. I mean, listen, what he does is he throws strikes, and you saw as he went on, he threw lots of strikes. It's the first outing, at UCF, so I think it was a little bit, of his nerves, just kind of something different, but he responded, did a great job for us.
Basically the same question, but with Spencer, we got a quick out, and then things kind of got away from him.
Yeah, he's going to be fine. I think the same thing. At least that's what I'm hoping. At least, I mean, that's I hope. I'm gonna look at it from a positive standpoint. That's these guys' first outings. You go out. Listen, doesn't matter who you're playing or when it is. You always know your first outing in Division I baseball. And today was the first outing. For those guys, so they'll be fine. But like I told these guys, we had a little bit longer talk out there, and you guys stayed around, so I appreciate it. But I told them when we were out there, I says, listen, there's we don't practice tomorrow, and we're going right into the University of Florida, okay, on Tuesday. So they needed to understand what I expect of them, all the way through, and I expect they understand this is what we have to do to be successful. We need to throw strikes, we need to stay down the zone, because even Spencer there, he did okay, but his balls were up in the zone. Well, the better the hitter you face, you're not going to get away with that stuff.
You guys are going against Florida on Tuesday, like you just mentioned. Is there something that you guys are really keen into other than just strikes and getting the offense that is really going to be critical against a top 10 team?
No, I mean there's really nothing specific. There's not a specific focus per se. I mean, we're just going to play our game, and my biggest emphasis is just us as a team playing the game right and just playing fundamentally sound. And we got to get better. You mean what I mean by that? Throw strikes, play catch, and get some clutch hits.
Let's talk a little bit more about that matchup on Tuesday night. I know that's always been a pretty good crowd here. I think it was the previous attendance record and everything. I'm sure another big crowd will come out for that one. It's an important game.
Yeah, there's no question. Certainly excited to, to have the University of Florida come here, and we got a great relationship with that coaching staff, and they've got a great program and obviously a very good team. We've had some great games with them. Last time they came here 2 years ago, had an outstanding game and a big crowd. So certainly hope that we have a great crowd out there, supporting UCF. And I'm looking. I think the weather's supposed to be great, so hopefully there'll be a lot of night fans that'll come out on Tuesday at 6:30.
Do you have any idea from a pitching standpoint? I know you've done pitching by committee in years past in some games like this.
Not sure yet. Not sure yet. Not sure yet how I'm going to do it.
Feeling out there, your UCF debut looked like you were feeling good. Pitching strong, 7 innings. How did it go out there?
I actually felt really good. It went really well. I think I only had 1 strikeout. Obviously, that just shows how well our defense played behind me. And I mean, it's easy to pitch after putting up 6 in the first. So so teammates did almost all of it for me.
Do you used to throw for a lot of strikeouts, or this kind of an atypical outing?
I'm a strike thrower, so I don't usually get a lot of strikeouts. I usually try to get guys to just put the ball in play and let the defense do all the rest. So.
Well, your mindset, I guess, coming into this one, kind of intense game. You needed to get this win to win the series. What was your mindset going out there for your first start?
Just throw strikes. After Saturday, Skoglund struggled a little bit, but after that outing, I just told myself that I just needed to go out there and throw strikes. First pitch of the game is probably the biggest pitch of the game, so after that first batter, I got a little more comfortable, and things went well after that.
How comforting is it to know when your offense gave you 6 runs in that first inning, and then you could basically, slow down the game and have a different approach and just keep on delivering and keep on doing you?
Oh, exactly. You're just cruising after that. After putting up 6 runs, it's a lot easier to pitch. Pretty much just got to go out there and throw strikes and let the other team get themselves out. So.
Talk about your journey, I guess, to UCF. I know you're up in the Panhandle. I know you played with high school ball down to Port St. Lucie, Treasure Coast area and everything. So just kind of talk about your journey here and coming to UCF and playing for Coach Rooney.
After high school, I actually quit baseball for a year, and then after my brother got drafted by the Red Sox, I kind of told myself that I needed to get back into it. So that's when I went up, walked on in Pensacola, and played 2 years there for Coach Little. Learned a lot about pitching, and that's when I came here. And oh, sorry about that. I'm used to this weather after playing up in the Panhandle, so it was a little easier for me.
So when you quit after high school, did you didn't think you were going to be able to play the next level, or you maybe not be getting recruited, or?
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. I didn't have any scholarships after high school, so I thought I'd just go to school and not play baseball again. But my brother, he's a big influence on me, and he kind of changed my mind with baseball, and obviously things have worked out since. So.
Do you think you really developed, though, I guess, once you went to junior college? Did you really pick up your game? Do you think you made a big jump? I think that
absolutely. Actually, in high school, I wasn't even a pitcher. I was a shortstop, so I've improved tremendously from junior college to here, and I've learned a lot from Coach Rooney, and he's helped me extremely well. So.
How's that transition been from moving from the infield and becoming a pitcher? I can tell by today it's been smoothly because he pitched 7 strong innings.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was probably a pitcher at heart anyway. Yeah. So.
How did that decision kind of take place? Did you just kind of decide maybe there was a better spot for me than infield, or did you get some encouragement or advice from someone who thought you maybe be better suited for the mound?
Yeah, my brother, he's a pitcher. He got drafted as a pitcher, so he said that I needed to get on the mound. So that's what I did when I went up to Pensacola. I threw a bullpen and ended up walking on up there. So.
And was he able to be here today?
No, he's actually in Arizona. Okay. So. I wish he was.
He's trying to keep track of this start for you? Do you think you have a text message from him when you get in there?
Oh yeah, I'll probably give him a call when I get back up in there. So.
Yeah. Appreciate it.